Divine, a very good run here for Esports Divine as well for the second game, but sadly no cigar for the Booyah, despite having the most point in the game. Coming into game number 3 or match number 3, Kalahari will be the place, and this is where a lot of Indonesian teams are strong at. Some of the contenders would be RRQ and Esports as well. And as for Team Falcons, currently they are looking strong here with 28 points in the point rush stage, looking to defend their title in EWC 2025. So flight path was from Shrines up until Mammoth. And who is taking Refinery? Yes, as usual, we're gonna see RRQ right in the smack center of Kalahari. Buriram will be on Stone Ridge. Nearby is actually Fluxo dropping around the area of the sub. Command post will be dominated by Dragon. Santa Catarina for Memory Evo's again on confinement. It looks like there's no fighting over spots right here, but RRQ might oversee the area of foundation that is currently being set as home ground for AG.AL. Shots fired by Abai towards Terna. I believe Terna is now behind cover as the shot stopped. And meanwhile in Santa Catarina, Core Memory XKUG Thailand team. This is the team that managed to rake in the Booyah for game number 2 in Purgatory. So in Kalahari, will they be able to be the first team to repeat back-to-back Booyah? Or will we be seeing again another different team taking up that title?
Okay, interesting here as well. I mean, Riyadh United as well as Fluxo were side by side. I was keeping an eye out onto RRQ. I mean, they have been slowly making their way to Foundation and chasing out AG.AL, who clearly want nothing of that at all. Some chip damage onto Saifa and Terna as well, but no answers quite yet. Chinoy does put in a bit more pressure, but it doesn't really deter Dutz, but it does put him away. And my question for RRQ is, you send on players one by one here. Mal will be that first point of contact, just rushing up forward. Could be able to go for this isolated 1v1 against Saifa, but I think Saifa is aware that he's close, and Mal in a very dangerous position. He's all alone here with the majority of AG.AL members there. Puts a lot of damage in as well. Gonna break that drone away from them. And they're not shy to really, I think, show their presence around the area, just to keep RRQ kind of wondering, okay, if someone is here, the crossfires are kind of lethal. Is it worth it for us to actually full send commit onto this team?
Yeah, and I'm not so sure will it be good or not, as R7 is making their way to the war grounds between RRQ and AG.AL. Spotting members from Rainbow 7, RRQ instantly fall back towards Foundation, leaving AG.AL in the mercy of the Latam team. But sadly, Games King is now not in the game as he has been eliminated, and as one member from Team R7, Hux was down, but he was up back again. Nice revenge by Dea, taking down Dew. Saifa tries to take revenge for Dew, but it looks like it's going to be Terna up on the spotlight, taking down Hux. But Saifa on the back goes down. Dea as well. Terna is now showing his capabilities in the game, taking down 2 members of Rainbow 7. And right now, R7 is left with only 1.
The hunters become hunted. At this point, you really got to rally back, and that's exactly what happened at Dear Dragons. They find themselves in a pickle here as Falcons look to aggress. They have put down, Peanut has already been put down, but the rest of DRG still very much in trouble as CMOX falls. They do answer back here, but RQ is close. They find one member. They knock down Yasir as well for limit in that game. Not a problem to bring him back alive as well. RQ may have overaggressed here, but no, they are doing this execution to perfection, completely overrunning and overcoming all of the members of Falcons, leaving Limit all on its lonesome away. And RQ, they are looking to chase. Limit has a lot of space between him and the team, but he has to make sure that he survives. And he's in a very dangerous predicament. There are teams close by who are really eager to be able to find him and get that pressure point in the back. But now it might be Divine. They're gonna rush onto him. He's inside of the building all alone. It's a meat grinder of death for him. And the Falcons just get destroyed
Limit was just a tad bit too late to use the mini jump pad that was set up by his previous teammate to escape. RRQ, nice rotation from foundation. They return back on towards Refinery, sees the Falcon versus Dragons fight, and Falcons, despite almost eliminating Dragons, they were then decimated by the third party set by RRQ. And with that said, Falcons has to stay on 12th place right here as they have been eliminated by Team RRQ. Meanwhile, on Shrine, Indonesia versus Indonesia, Vitality versus EVOS Divine, and Dix was shot. Rasha a little bit slow on taking that final kill. Koja, nice glue wall set up, avoiding Ray from pushing over. Stepping out from the red zone of Skylar. Koja with a VSK in hand has to forfeit his match towards Ray.
Like
nice execution. Now Vitality, Azrael and Kyung left. Azrael now is being settled by Kochil and Emga. It's going to be 2v1. Azrael now turns red. We are left with only Kyung. Will Kyung be able to save Vitality? All he needs to do is find space, but now Kochil goes in. Blue wall is up for Vitality. Kyung needs to escape, running towards the back. Quite low, but apparently looks like Kyung managed to buy time for the other members of Vitality to come back in. Kyung goes down. More points towards EVOS Divine.
EVOS are just so aggressive. This is the EVOS Divine that we saw on day one. Very aggressive, quick to this fight, and so eager to go for these, for these aggressive style plays. They are just, I would say, a lot of respect put in here. The same could be said about R7 toward the member of AG.AL, sending 2 players straight to make sure that deal will be secured. And R7, they've been moving aggressively around the map, finding these very aggressive pickoffs, and I think has been giving them dividends in terms of eliminations, because right now I think they have 3 points.
AG.AL, I don't think Kalahari is a very lucky map for them. After their interaction with Rainbow 7 earlier in Old Hampton, they met again in the sub. And right now, AG.AL is under fire by Pain Gaming. So they were under fire by RRQ as well for a short period of time. There you go, Terna and Saifa was taken down. It's left with Chino and Dew. However, they are quite far away towards the northern side of the map near Old Hampton. So Pain secures the kill number 5. And for the other members of AG.AL, I believe Pain Gaming could not get to them. So Dio and Chinoy is safe for the current time being. They need to find time and space and also coins to get back Terna and Saifa. And Pain Gaming, one of the contenders that is going strong here in EWC 2025, is looking very great in game number 3. And we are now looking Buriram being Spider-Man, grappling on towards Refinery.
RQ has been hanging around toward Foundation for quite some time as well. Saw a bit of escape for Core Memory. I'm curious to see what's going on there.
Maybe that's the zone.
Might be. There we go. Core Memory on the screen already. RQ is close by. But at the same time, we got EVOS also just rushing into the area close by, just still chasing out the members of AG.AL here. AG.AL, you think that you're out of the blue? No, you're not. You're in trouble. Aim got falls, but they immediately trade outs from their teammates is incredible. How quickly this team can execute onto you. You blink and you're dead. Saifa down, Chinoy as well. And AG.AL, what are you gonna do here? You bring back a member, you're down again. Hasn't been able to find the best situation to recover every time this happens. Yep, there we go. There's Terna. Ray finds him quickly.
So
and
only left.
Yep, only Dew left all alone. And I think it's up to him to bring back his team into the game.
For those who might not know, Dew is nearby shrines on the northern side of Kalahari. But we're looking at Foundation. It's Core Memory and RRQ. Yep, Dew all alone and far. However, his pathing will meet together with Dix. They are in the same place.
Oh no, Dew.
Yeah, shots fired towards Dew. Dix. It's not bothered by Dew. Thinking that maybe Dew is not alone. And Dix revives Koja, but oh, it's Raja! Raja is the person that has found you. So AG.AL, sadly, Dew tried his best. the box of honor has been placed shut permanently enshrined for Kalahari.
I have to say that EVOS have been really persistent if they are chasing. I think this fight, this chase has been going for quite some time now, and Lost looking to completely overwhelm Vitality. Vitality was the team that was aggressive here, but Lost has to really give it to them. They are a team that knows how exactly to deal with these executions, deal with these aggressions. They welcome it with open arms. As RQ trying to find a different way forward here, Pain wants to bring Pain onto them as well, but none of the damage actually clipping onto the members of RQ. So they're just chilling for the time being here. The only thing separating these two is that building. As Core Memory looks to address, R7 moves away. Dragons wants to move into this fight as well. There's so many things happening all around the map. But in this situation, Core Memory giving a little space away. But over onto this side, it's a bit of a stalemate.
4 teams are in the same area. Foundation are here. Pain has to fall back as they lost Gus and Noda. Peter and Moldavia opt to go for the long-range fights. They have a mini jump pad steadily behind this electrical tower. Dragons, all 4 still standing. R7 and Core Memory had their brawl just a little bit, and as said by Tash, there is no decisive winner between R7 and Core Memory, still on the stalemate. Meanwhile, Lost is actually pushing Vitality away. Another stalemate as well had happened, but now in Foundation, right around the area, we got RRQ, we got Vitality, we got Dragons, we got Pain, we got Core Memory, KOG, and across the river we have EVOS.
So here
very concentrated as well. Yeah, Fluxo as well is slowly making their way in the same vicinity. Pain Gaming managed to get Noda and Gus back. Remind spotted M7, and that goes down the sniper for Fluxo.
DRG, they're rallying back. Not the best or best outcome for them to defeat this map, but this time they've decided to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more proactive when it comes to rotating around that circle as well. They put their hand in the cookie jar, became that third party, got some eliminations out of it, then they have gotten 4 eliminations up until now as well. Fluxo currently on the back foot here, 2-2 formation I believe for them, whereas another 3-1 formation, excuse me, as they try to figure out a way to get into this circle, try to find out an opening, try to find out which team is a bit more weak when it comes to execution, so they're able to overwhelm. But the circle is shifting. Time not on many of these teams' sides, especially EVOS, who are a little bit more late to this rotation, could potentially try and find Pain as they desperately find their way into Foundation.
It's gonna be chaos here, Tash, as we are still left with 10 teams. Quite a small safe zone right here.
There we go.
Noda is yet again went to the CCTV area as he has been taken down by Ray. Peter will join Noda as well. So now Pain Gaming, I believe, is left with only 1 remaining member. Players inside Foundation, they are right now currently quite quiet. And for Team Lost, they are slowly making their way towards the mid side of the map, the new zone. And Pain Gaming, the last remaining member was found, so Pain Gaming has been eliminated on time's place. So Dragon and Fluxo is still at it. But at the same time, you can see that R7 and Core Memory still looking at each other, still being careful not to, let anyone in to both particular places. And at the same time, you can see on the minimap, EVOS is making their way towards Fluxo and Dragon. But however, the bad side of things is now on the side of Fluxo, as they are being pinned by both the Dragons and also the Tigers. Bob goes down, puts it, and is the only one left. Bob did not be saved. Yasser, despite being taken down, Seafox is going for the push, and Seafox goes down together with Simax. Things are not looking good for Dragons. They wanted to go for the attack, but it looks like they are being attacked in the end. You and Butsi, stay quiet. Seafox could not be safe at all because he is in a very hard area for Yasser and Remind to go. So it looks like Dragons is retreating back as the Tigers pushing forward. Fluxo remaining in the same area, still yet to be found by EVOS, and at the same time, Lost jumping into Foundation, being caught off guard by Vitality.
I have to say, this is all very aggressive and very desperate for some of these teams as well. Just landing, finding any form of space out there in the open. There's not a lot of cover. If you think about it, every single cover and corner has already been occupied, and it is just nasty out here as Nando 9 falls Cougar to get that 1 point, and it's great for him. Lost eliminated at that 8th, and this is very, very rare. DRG had an upper hand, and now they are the ones in trouble. They're all around the space, but EVOS, they're on fire, and they thrive on this chaos. EVOS rush up forward. Ray has the highest amount of damage dealer, the tip of the spear for this team, has doing a great job to just start these fights as well. But EVOS finds vitality, eliminates them decisively, with things blowing to smithereens quickly. And 7th place for this team, but EVOS not done quite yet. They're rushing forward here, moving in tandem with the zone. Whoever that moves, they're in trouble, but somehow DRG has managed to evade them, and the same could be said about RRQ.
18 elimination points for EVOS currently. You can see that they are currently holding 32 points in our point on stage just from the eliminations and their previous games alone. So EVOS really wants that 20 elimination kills in this match. Ray goes for the elevated area. Buriram, finally we see Buriram trying to do something in the map. RRQ in cover. Buriram in the grace and mercy of Core Memory and a member from Three Tigers. Yasir is trying to fall back. EVOS is being trapped by RRQ, but RRQ looks like they are stuck inside their own cabin. They can't go out. Grenades, if grenades were to enter in the cabins of Team RRQ, we could see a wipeout. You look, Russia has to opt to go for the Legends in order to get RRQ, but sadly, EVOS goes down. RRQ managed to finish them off. Team goes to Dragons for the other team. Now we are left with RRQ, Buriram, Core Memory, and R7.
I have to say that was a very aggressive approach here by EVOS, perhaps an overheat. They were out there in the open, they could not move and reposition themselves. But BRU, they show their fangs here quite late, but definitely here. 4 eliminations already. Wasana looking to start something, anything, moving together as a team. But they are currently in the middle of the pack here. Sandwich have to really be careful of where exactly they decide to peek out here. But they're not going to stop aggressing here as Core Memory for the top side sets big brain over to this team. Jumping down, a triple kill to his name. Core Memory already with a 5. Breaking down those blue walls here, trying to find the other members of Pyramid who are stuck inside of that compound. Not going to be the easiest in terms of positioning as well. Have to be careful, but RQ at the bottom side with R7 as well, who are very, very optimistic. So for now, a stalemate to cool things off.
Yeah, quite enough for a while, but now R7 said, no, quiet, please. We want to play. They took down dudes. It's only 18 years left. Newest member from RRQ, and he goes down swinging as well. So RRQ on 4th place. We still yet to see Buriram shine. They were quite quiet here in Kalahari. There was not much interaction between BRU and the other teams. So coming into these last few moments, this is where BRU usually shine. So Core Memory on the sideline, only separated with one wall. R7 actually have good point of view towards both teams actually, but Buriram tries to go towards the left side of Rainbow 7, denied by a glue melter. However, Joanna, captain for the Buriram, will try to scout a little bit towards the front to see what's happening. And Rainbow 7 right now, it has to get busy trying to take Team Core Memory that is coming from the right side. So in a sense, Rainbow 7 is technically pinned, but no! Buriram caught Fugue and Dawn. Shots has been fired towards Core Memory. They have to sit quiet. They have to rest and revive and reset.
And this is a very, very dangerous zone as well, because the out the top of the side of the building there is out there in the open. You throw a nade and the whole team just explodes to smithereens here. Virtus United on the back foot. The low ground is what they're going to be playing for, but they're trying to deny any angles that R7 can abuse. Everyone lying in wait to see who exactly will be popping their heads out first. A bit of chip damage all around here for every one of these teams here, but Virtus United possibly have gotten a bit too aggressive. Get high, eats a bit of damage here, but Virtus United managed to climb up onto this terrain and to the building as well. R7 tries to aggress, cannot move, cannot see, because they also have to worry about Core Memory, who are currently having their eyes onto them as well. Core Memory denying this space away from R7, pushing down those blue walls, denying them the push. For our Joker, R7 finds 2 members already. Wasana, Dawn, knocked down already. Pain for above, Hux will fall as well. But everyone, it's a free-for-all. No clue where to go, how to play. But here is Virtus United trying their best to break these blue walls. Cannot move. It's just a matter of who can survive for the long time longer, because every single player has been separated by just these blue walls. These walls as well. Everyone jumping forward. Here's Games King trying to see whether I can see ahead. Finds nothing at all. It is cacophony. No one is dying.
they're gonna
The time turner denies them a bit more space, but Cougar and the rest of the team are already out here. Core memory out. Riyadh United lying in wait. By the end of the day here is Movistar R7 to be able to get this booyah. What the heck is happening?
Everybody was putting down blue walls, not to protect themselves, but to deny entry towards this ever-shrinking zone. They tried to zone out the enemy teams, enemy players away from coming inside. From in my point of view, I thought that maybe they are setting up for a medkit fight. But the setup by Movistar R7 was spot on. They blocked BRU, they blocked Buriram